Shalom Aleichem. This is Yohanan for PUNTO BRESLEV or Breslev Point. This question is directed to one for Israel, Etan Bar. Specifically for Etan Bar, for one for Israel. I have a question for you, Etan. Be honest. What tribe was Jesus? How did Jesus get a tribe? That's a good question, no? What tribe was Jesus according to the Bible? Okay, we're going to learn a little bit according to the Tanakh I'm talking about. Don't be romantic. We're looking for truth. Okay, for those who don't know, One for Israel is a missionary organization that dedicates millions of dollars to convert Jews into idolaters. Terrible organization, but they got a lot of funding by Christians. Fine. So I got one question for one of his founders, Etan Bar. How did Jesus get a tribe? I think it's a fabulous question, and I think it's a fundamental question to see if Jesus was somebody, someone they claim to be. We're going to start from there. Okay. One for Israel. This is for you. Number one, the Messiah is a human being. Adam and Chava had children. From there is going to come the Messiah. Wonderful. Ben Adam, a human being. Eventually we get to Genesis 49. God gives a promise to Yehuda that from him the Messiah is coming. Now, I want you to notice something, Etan. Yaakov gives tribe to all his sons, not to the daughters. So, for example, there's no tribe of Dinah. There's no tribe of Dinah. Only the sons got tribes. Fine. Eventually, Numbers chapter 1, we see that everybody encamped under the flag of the tribe, the paternal flag. That's what he says. Numbers chapter 1. That's what he says. Tribe, father tribe, sitting down all together, finding down there. So far we see in the Torah, the tribe gets inherited by the father. Fine. Eventually, we go by Boaz and Ruth. Ruth is a convert. Baruch Hashem. She enters Israel. She has no tribe, obviously. Boaz is from Yehuda. Wonderful. Messianic lineage goes through Boaz. Eventually, we go through Yishai, the father of David. Fine. So we got Yishai and we got David. And eventually we get Shlomo HaMelech, King Solomon. So far, we're noticing that it's a patrilineal lineage for the Messiah to come, because only the Father gives tribes, according to the Living Bible. And I said the Living Bible because till today, you know that, Etan. I'm sure you've gone to a couple of bar mitzvahs where a kid is a Levi because his father was a Levi, his grandfather was a Levi, his great-grandfather was a Levi, from the paternal side. Because only the father passes tribe. I think it's very simple so far. So we see in the Bible, we're going to repeat, only the father gives tribe. Wonderful. According to the Christian Bible, and by the way, Etan, I read the New Testament in Aramaic, a little bit in Hebrew. I looked a little bit of the Greek. I can't stand the Greek, to tell you the truth. But all of them have dozens of mistakes to begin with. The genealogy of Jesus and Luke is different than the Matthew one. And the two genealogies, you should know better, gotta be from the father, because only the father gives tribes. But both genealogies are extremely different. You got the one in Luke that goes through Nathan, which I don't know where he came from. He's not from the Messianic lineage. And then we got one from David and Shlomo. Wonderful. There's many differences in these two genealogies. I'm not going to get into it. But eventually goes Joseph and eventually points to Jesu. But people think, and it says in the New Testament, people believe that Joseph was the father. Now, this is where this is the meat of what I'm trying to say. According to the book of Matthew, chapter 16, book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 16, I'm sorry, it tells you that Miriam is married to Joseph. Miriam is married to Joseph. It is. By the time we get to verse 18, Matthew 1, verse 18, it tells you that Miriam, the wife of Joseph, gets impregnated by someone else, not the husband. It tells you that in Aramaic, and it tells you that in Hebrew. I'm sure you've seen that. So what tribe is Jesus? And this is why in Matthew 1:19, Joseph is considering divorce. That's what he needs to do. He can't be with this adulteress. And this kid doesn't have the tribe of Joseph because it's not his child. It's the simplicity of it all. Joseph cannot inherit the tribe to his, in Italian we say cornuto, to his illegitimate child. El cornuto means Mary put the horns on Joseph. That's basically what it means. So Jesus doesn't have a tribe. He's an illegitimate son. In Hebrew we call him mamzer. Now, you know the rule. Deuteronomy 23, I think it's verse 2, where it talks about the mamzer. What happens to them? That's a different topic. So go back to this. How did Jesus get a tribe? He doesn't have a tribe. Now, the promise, like I said in Genesis 49, for example, verse 10, is that the future Messiah comes from Yehuda. Jesus doesn't come from Yehuda. Jesus doesn't come from Yehuda. Doesn't come through Boaz. Doesn't come through Yishai. Doesn't come through David. Doesn't come through Shlomo HaMelech. It just doesn't. How do you make it work? Now, people said to me, but the miracles, doesn't really matter, the miracle. Deuteronomy 13, it tells you that if a prophet, a false prophet comes and makes miracles, don't follow him. Especially when he tells you they're going to take you to another place, away from Torah, which Christianity historically does. One for Israel is guilty of converting many Jews into Christianity. So the question again, Ethan, how did Jesus get a tribe? Not being chauvinist. I'm not being chauvinist at all. I'm just trying to find the truth. I'm trying to rescue some of my brothers. I see you have videos of Jews who converted to Christianity. Did they ask that question? How did Jesus get a tribe? If Jesus or Yeshua, whatever name you want to call him, does not fulfill the basic requirement to be a Messianic candidate, he's not the Messiah. Isaiah 11, verse 1. It becomes the shoot of Yishai. What part of Isaiah 11 did Jesus fulfill? I know you love the mystery of Isaiah 53 that the rabbis forbade, which is a lie from the pit of hell. But what part of Isaiah 11 did Jesus fulfill? You read Isaiah 11, and Jesus successfully fulfilled 0 of the prophecy of Isaiah 11. Especially being born, being descendant of Yishai. He's not. He did not bring peace to the world, etc., etc. But that wasn't his job. Jesus' job, that wasn't it. So how did Jesus get a tribe? How do you justify, Ethan, that you think that he's Mashiach? He doesn't have the most basic requirement. So Ethan, I'm waiting for you, Ethan. This is a serious question. I need you to answer me. Let's go, yalla. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. We want to see what Ethan does. So make sure you subscribe. If you help me to translate, I'm going to put this video in many languages. So make sure that write to me for help on translation. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on YouTube. We have classes in Spanish, teaching the whole Hebrew Bible from Hebrew to Spanish, live from Sunday to Thursday at 8 p.m. Toronto time. So let's see what Ethan answers. Kol tuv.